Potluck recipes today. Have you been invited to a potluck and you have no idea what to bring? Well, I'm going to show you one sandwich and one salad that you could take that everybody will enjoy. Stay tuned. Now for our potluck salad, we're going to have macaroni salad with broccoli. Yes, it's a very easy recipe and most people do like it. So for this recipe, you're going to need macaronis, some fresh broccoli, a half of a red pepper, 2 scallions, some Dijon mustard, some regular mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. Now on the stove I have some water boiling, and as soon as it does, we're going to cook our macaroni to the instructions on the bag. Now I have my macaroni boiling, and while we're waiting for that, we're going to chop up our vegetables. Now we're going to take our red pepper and we're going to start to chop that in small pieces. This is going to add a lot of color to our salad besides flavor. Now for this salad, we're not going to use hard-boiled eggs like some macaroni salads. Set those aside. Let's start on our scallions. I'm going to use some of the green part as well. Set those aside. And let's start on our broccoli. Make sure that you wash all of your vegetables thoroughly. We're going to chop these in very small pieces. Now I'm not making a giant batch of macaroni salad, so I'm not going to use all my broccoli. But if you're going to have a crowd, you're going to need more broccoli, more pepper, more onions, more macaroni. Alright, that looks good. Now that these are all chopped up, we're just going to wait for our macaroni to get done, and we're going to assemble the salad. Our macaroni is now done, and we're going to drain it and then let it cool. Now our macaroni has cooled, and we're going to add a little bit of pepper. Just a little bit of salt, our Dijon mustard, we're going to put in about maybe 2 tablespoons, and some mayonnaise. We want to make sure we have enough mayonnaise in here that our macaroni is not going to dry out, and it's also going to cover the vegetables that we put in. So I have about half a cup there, maybe a generous half a cup, and we're going to see how this works. Now if you're going to be taking this to a party, it might look a little bit too creamy, but by the time it sits in the refrigerator and right before your party, you're going to want to stir it up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to add our vegetables. This is pretty colorful, and you know, people eat with their eyes, so they're going to see your salad and they're going to say, yeah, I want some of that. All right, let's mix this up. Now go ahead and taste it for seasonings. You might need to add a little bit more of the mustard or a little bit more salt. Now remember, as this sits, this macaroni is going to absorb a lot of the mayonnaise, so you might want to, in the morning, if it looks a little dry, put a couple squirts of mayonnaise in it. All right, let's put this in a serving bowl. Here it is, guys. Can you believe how easy that was? It doesn't take any time at all. Now, onto our sandwich. Now for our sandwich. We have some green leaf lettuce, a gala apple, a lemon, salt, pepper. We have the same ingredients that we had for our macaroni salad. We have Dijon mustard and mayonnaise, which I have there in the bowl with some salt and pepper mixed in. And we also have some French bread, provolone cheese, and turkey. Now let's start putting this sandwich together. Let's open our French bread loaf. And we have to cut it open. So for the sake of this video, I'm only going to use half of this French bread. There's only 2 of us, and I can't eat that many sandwiches. So we're going to put this other one back in here and keep it for something else. So we have our French bread. Now you're having a party, you're going to use the whole loaf. So we're going to cut it in half. Now we're going to take our mustard and mayonnaise mixture and we're going to spread it on our bread. It's just very lightly. You just want a little bit of this mixture on your bread because there's going to be more flavor, and you want to taste every component. You don't want to just taste a whole bunch of mayonnaise. And this bread's going to soak up some of this too. So I have about for this half of bread, I have about a half a teaspoon of the Dijon mustard and about a 1/4 cup, maybe less, of the mayonnaise. All right, I think we have that evenly spread on our bread. Now we're going to put our bread aside because we don't need it right now. We're going to do something else. We're going to take our gala apple and we're going to cut it into slices. Now we want something small, so let's start here and make them thin, about that size. And we are going to put this on the sandwich to give it some flavor. So let's see, I have half an apple here. It's probably going to be enough for this sandwich since I'm only using half a loaf. So if you are making it for a party, just 1 medium-sized gala apple will do. That should do it. Now we're going to take a bowl, put our apple slices in it, and squirt some lemon on there, just a little bit. Move our apples around in there. We don't want to soak the apples. Just want to make sure that they're not going to turn brown inside our sandwich. Okay, that looks good. Now, let me wipe off my board. Now we're going to take our bread Then we're going to add our provolone cheese. Add as much as you want. And we're going to add our apples. No particular order, just put them on there. That's good. Now that we have our mayonnaise mixture and our cheese and our apples, we're going to add our lettuce leaves on top of that. So let's put our lettuce on. Just a small layer. Now we're going to put our turkey on top of the lettuce. And I'm going to put the top of the sandwich together. You see what it looks like? All right, now we're just going to cut it into a few slices, not too thin. We want to give them enough to eat. Here's our sandwich. So everybody can get a piece of this really good sandwich. Let's see. I think I can get 4 out of this. Let's put this on a serving dish. Here is our potluck recipes. 1 sandwich, 1 salad. I know that your friends are going to love this and they're going to appreciate that you took the time to make it homemade. So if you like this recipe and you want to see more of these potluck recipes, just let me know in the comments below, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!